all the dear participants. My heartfelt welcome to all the participants for the session 2 of the webinar titled Indication, a webinar series on research. In a continual sustenance to keep abreast of the latest happenings in research in every other domain. Today, we will, Dr. Vinod Kumar, the resource person, will get us introduced to one such kind of a new software called Mendeley, which is considered to be one of the best software as a citation manager. So this will help us, this will help all of us indulge in research to save a lot of time, save a lot of data, and save duplications. And there are quite a lot of things that we can tell about the software. But before we go into the session, I request our beloved principal, Dr. E. Jerome Xavier, who is a pillar of strength, a person of great motivation, to address the participants. Sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Rajarajan. The resource person, Dr. Vinod Kumar, members of the faculty, and my dear participants. I am glad the Department of Microbiology has organized a 2-session webinar on the research activities, particularly focusing on the publication aspect. We all know that in today's context of higher education and national new educational policy, a higher education institution without research cannot sustain itself in the arena of higher education. Research is one of the core important aspects of quality education. All of us may not get into research arena directly, but over a period of time, once we become masters in our teaching career and able to we confidently say that, yes, I am a good teacher, I think the next level is to move towards research. Just like passion is very important to be a great and effective teacher, I am strongly convinced you need to have passion for research. It is an innate ability to think beyond the classroom level. The passion for research comes from only those minds which are willing to spend extra time, willing to think beyond what is being taught in the classroom, and to question what I teach to my students as well as to others. Therefore, in the final analysis, you all agree with me as teaching fraternities, if we are not in the realm of research, even our credibility will not stand in the long run. Therefore, I request you all to get interested in research, to be passionate about publishing worthwhile articles based on the research that you carry out, and so on. And in order to do that more effectively, we have with us Dr. Vinod Kumar. Dr. Vinod Kumar was our faculty member some time back. I know he had great passion for research, and he was fully involved in his research activities as well as publications. And when he wanted to go to a higher level of career, naturally we cannot put any obstacles, and hence with heavy heart, I allowed him to move out of Indian Academic Degree College. And now he is doing very well. Of course, he's a postdoctoral SERB, postdoctoral, I think, teaching. His publications are outstanding in the international journals. and I'm sure his sharing will help us to move to a higher level of publishing our research articles as well as getting interested. For those who have not yet involved themselves in publishing of review articles as well as research articles based on your own work, I'm sure Dr. Vinod Kumar's insights and sharing will ignite our minds to move to the higher level of higher education, which is research. Thank you, Dr. Vinod Kumar, for being with us. Due to unavoidable circumstances, I couldn't be with you all on the first day. I'm sure you will do a wonderful job. Already I have seen some of the reviews. Your presentation was very good. It was very helpful to all the faculty members. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rajarajan. Have a pleasant afternoon.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful, at the same time, inspirational address. May I now request Dr. Vinod Kumar, the resource person, to take over the session?
Yeah.
Dr. Vinod Kumar.
Thank you, Professor Rajarajan, sir. And thank you, Principal Sir, Dr. Jerome Xavier, for those kind words about me. And I always remember him as a great energetic person. Whenever I have spent very short time in Indian Academy, but in that short time of 1 year, I have never seen him tired or exhausted. He's always ready. He's always enthusiastic. He is always happy, smiling, speaking to his faculties, and he's always encouraging them. Everybody, even professor level to newly joined person like me. So I had a great time under him, and he inspired me in lot of ways how a leader should be. He is a great example. I think the college is going into a new and a great direction, and he's providing the way. And I think during my period, I think we all the departments drafted a Star College proposal, and I was honored, like I was also part of it, because even though I was a new to the teaching field, all the departments and the principal sir gave us the opportunity to write and listen to our reviews and our contribution. He has considered, and of course we won the Star College program. Under that, I was fortunate that I was able to do a project, and we had a great publication. I think it is about 2 impact factor, I think. It was published in Microbial Pathogenesis, a very good journal. So I was happy that I did something in those 1 year of time, that I could contribute to the college and the department in some way. So I'm happy about that. Thank you, sir. Thank you for inspiring me, and thank you for inspiring all the faculty of IADC. Thank you.
Welcome, doctor. Thank you. Go ahead. Kindly go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. So let us move on. I think last session was a little bit boring about what is review, how to do, and it was mostly slides. There was a bit of demo, but I think this session would I wanted to be complete demo. So participants can make use of it, and so that when I was told that it is being recorded and telecasted over Facebook also, so that I'll be showing the demo in that way that they can come back to the video and they can learn if something they miss in the live video session. They can come back and learn about it, how to go for it. So what mistake, how to troubleshoot and all this. So I have a presentation today also, but it is very short. It is 9 slides. Let me finish with that. It's just an introduction about the what is Mendeley, what is the requirement of a citation manager. So I think some of you already know this. Maybe some of you already using this software. Okay, so maybe advanced or paid version, non-paid version. So this is about a unpaid version software, which is open access. It is given by Mendeley. So let me go into my presentation first. One second. Are you able to see my presentation, sir?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, thank you. My voice is clear now?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. So the topic was application of citation managers in day-to-day research. So this is about how it is not about writing a paper or what concept, which I was dealing with last webinar, but this is purely about how to use those tools to reduce our time of writing or reduce our burden of research or burden. So when you when you write a paper, it requires a lot of effort. So from writing, referencing, formatting, all those things. So this software, some of the softwares are helpful to reduce those burden for a researcher. So this is all about that concept. So let me go ahead. Before going to the presentation, last time I didn't include it. So this one slide I want to include about my research and my institute, my lab team. So this is my institute, National Institute of Veterinary Epidemiology and Disease Informatics. Mostly they deal with epidemiology of the animal disease, risk mapping, disease, and many other disease research as well. So this is a small team of research team headed by Dr. Balamurgan, principal scientist, and we are working under him. Few research, some of researchers pictures I have given here. And this is the organism which I work. It is called Leptospira. It causes leptospirosis in humans and animals. So my work is purely based on finding the pathogenesis of the Leptospira causes infection in animals, especially cattle, and possibly design a diagnostic for efficiently identifying those pathogens in the animals which are infected by this organism. So this is about my work in the Nivedi. So let us proceed. So I've used same slide which I've used last time. So it is by standing on the joints of shoulders joints that we see further. So last time we discussed about how to search literatures of authors of different topics and different we have searched we have seen how to search articles, literature of different fields, and I have told you that those fields needs to be looked at to write a review without looking backwards, without looking past author's work. We cannot proceed further. Even we cannot propose a new proposal. We cannot design a work. If it is already done, it is a waste of doing further research. So we should always read the literature back, what people have done before us, and give a credit to them. So without giving a credit, you cannot do justice to your work. So because you are doing something which previously has been done, and you are only advancing the field, not you are creating the field. So it is mostly like that. So when you're want to give credit, you need to cite those work. Means it is called citation. So citation means citation means you need to there are rules about how to cite the work. So if you have read a paper and you want to include something of your you want to include those observation in your paper. If you want to include those observation in your paper, you need to cite that work. So how you cite? So let me give you an introduction about how to cite a work. Okay, so without citing a work, you cannot just simply put the observation in your paper like previously this person has done this and just proceed with that. You need to cite that previous author's work, because so a scientific paper looks like this. I have taken an early paper which is published by Watson and Crick. Okay, this is the first time they described the double stranded DNA as a double strand. So this is a beautiful paper. I think life science people have already read this. So it was published in 1953. So I have marked the important things which we cite in a usual paper. Okay, so there is of course a title of the paper. So that is very important. You should include the title of the paper in the bibliography of the paper, of your paper. So there is a title of paper called Molecular Structure of Nucleic Acid, and year of publication, which year it was published. It is 1953. And which journal it has published. It is Nature journal. And page number. So it is also, these are the minimal features which we include in citation of a work. So if you are citing DNA was first discovered by DNA double stranded structure was first described by Watson and Crick. So you need to cite this information in your paper. So one thing is missing here, that is author name. So this paper has the author name at the last. So as we discussed, like different papers, different journal follow different formats. So they have different format where the title will be, where the author's name will be, how the author name will look. All these different journal follows different format. So here the second page number also is there. Both the page number is important. There is one more thing called volume. So which volume? Maybe it is 1953. It has come to 171 volumes. So this journal has 171 volume. In that, this paper has been featured. So you see here we have author name. It is Watson and Crick. So and second page number. So all these features are important. So what we have seen earlier: title, year, journal, page number, author, and volume. These are the minimal features which most of the journal uses. Okay, so I think this you understood, all of you, what are the main features of the paper which you read, and what are the minimum things you need to cite in your paper. Suppose you are saying something about work previously published, which have been published previously. So how to cite it? So you say he has said something like this, and these all information should be there to credit him. Okay, so I think you understood the main feature. Let us move forward. Okay, so it seems simple, right? Okay, we can put it. Okay, read the paper and just put it. And there is a way also. So you see here, it is a paper. It has some references. So it is also citing Pauling, J and Corey, Pauling and Corey. In journal is Nature, and volume is 171. Page number is 346, and it was published in 1953. in the journal called Proceeding of US National Academy of Sciences. Okay, so like this. So this has to be featured in the reference section. Okay. So what is the problem in this? What is so complicated about it? So there is a complication which I will be discussing. There are two main problem in doing the research. Okay, writing a paper or writing an article, something like that. So first I told you that you need to download articles. So first problem I will discuss where you need to download articles and manage them. That day I was talking about uh, literature searching and logging and cataloging and analyzing it. So this comes in the logging part. So that day I was talking about logging into different software or Excel sheet or Word file. You need to at least jot down the title, author, year and all to get to the same paper back. Okay, so if you want to go to the same paper back to read your read earlier about it, so you need to know the paper's name and title so that you can easily go back. Otherwise you will be wondering which paper I've referred, where it is, where I've kept. So those problem comes. So there are two main problems in doing, and the solution which Mandley addresses here, that I'll discuss here. So first problem is okay. So we have to reference that. So we have seen this article and noted all these points. So we will be referencing that. So let me write an introduction. Suppose I'm writing an introduction called as DNA is a double helix structure first described by Watson and Crick in 1953. So I need to put a reference here. So how do I put a reference here? So I need to put, if I want to put according, there are different journals, right? There are thousands of different journals. So if you other department faculties are watching or other field participants are watching, don't worry about the journal here. So the concept is same about all the paper, all the journals. Okay. So when if you are writing a research article, so this is the way you should follow the citation. Okay, so this concept, what I'm telling is similar for all. So don't worry about whether he is explaining about only science journal. Okay, this is the example I'm taking. It is applicable to most of the journals. Most means almost all the journals. It is all the papers. It is applicable. This is how you cite their literature. Okay, you need to put a reference here. So suppose you you want to write a paper for this journal. So you are writing a paper, suppose a review article, and submitting to Journal of Biochemistry. Okay, so in that case, you need to write like this. So you need to write author's name like this, author name and first author name with his title, his first name, second name as in abbreviation format like J.T. and comma and Crick H.C and the year in brackets and the title followed by the title full stop and followed by the journal name full stop, the volume of it. So volume was 171 comma and the page number from starting page number to ending page. This is the format how to write a reference for a journal. Okay, so you need to cite here and you have to this is so okay. It is simple. So next is if you want to write it for a different journal. Suppose you want to publish it in Nature Biotechnology. So what is the difference there? So it entirely changes. Okay, you see minute details like it is the number one means the serial number has changed like one dot and what so the and has changed, the comma after the year was in for before the title, now it is end of the after the page number. So you see next journal, you'll see one more journal. This is according to microbiology journal. So if you want to publish same paper in the microbiology journal, you need to write like this. You see comma, and again came back comma, and 1953. 1953 is not in a bracket, and after the volume you see the semicolon. Okay, so these are the format changes, and there is no uniform format for all the journals. All the journals follow different formats, so it will be very difficult to you to change each time, okay, or change some journal accepting this format, and they are very strict about it. Without the correct format, they will not take your paper for a pre-review process. So means they will not accept it for a first screening itself. So you need to very strict about the format. You need to read the guideline of the journal. Okay, you need there will be a guideline for each journal, how to write a reference, how to structure your paper, how many words should be. All those things will be written in the author's guidelines. So there you need to go and read thoroughly and prepare your paper. So the preparation involves all these things. So these are, even one comma is missing, one dot is missing, they will send the paper back. So this is suppose, see this one. So this references has given, this will be described as one here. So here it will come as one in the reference section. This will come as a superscript one, and this is come as a Watson full name, Watson and Crick 1953. So you have to write this here. So this is one problem. So let us see a common format, which is APA6. I think most of the theses and most of the university follow this APA6 format. This is also format, it cites like Watson and Crick, and you see and the same symbol. Okay, and there is a difference in the format of reference writing as well. So you see, so you've seen the difference, right? So there is so many difference. If your work is in the thesis format, if you want to convert into a paper format, it will be difficult. Okay, each word, each dot, each line you need to change, each reference you need to change. If the reference number is very low, it is easy, somewhat easy to change. So if it is very large list of reference, it is very difficult to change the reference. Okay, so this will cause problem. Okay, each journal, if you want to submit, they have different guidelines. So I have represented it in a comic way. So they will give you hard time. You need to, first of all, you need to read the guidelines completely. So without word by word, understand it completely, then change your paper accordingly. So they all are not same. So they are having different format, different structure for writing a paper. So it is very difficult to adapt to different journal formats. So you will end up in like this. Okay. So that was the first problem. So the problem was that different journal follows a different format, and it will be very difficult for you to adjust to that format. So suppose a person is writing in one format, he cannot write it in some random way. He should follow the strict journal guidelines. So it is very difficult. So it is one of the problems which I am discussing here. The second problem is I talked about downloading the articles. Okay, so second problem is storage. I was talking last webinar about the how to log those articles. How to log those articles. Okay, if you downloaded a PDF, downloaded a lot of PDF, and you store it in a particular folder. Okay, and it will sometimes your desktop will look like this. Okay, or desktop, or some people will keep the desktop clean. So suppose, or a folder which is full of papers like this. There are a number of folders in Haribari. You somewhere download somewhere and keep your files in a different folder with different names. Okay, so a folder looks like this. So with downloaded article names. Okay, suppose I tell you to um, tell you to find an article for, suppose, find an article about Vinod et al., where which described about DNA, or Watson and Crick paper, which we discussed earlier. So suppose I tell you to find out, find the paper where it is. So if you see here, the names are not clear. Okay, it will be downloaded format. It will have a minimal name. So it is very difficult to find the article, which article where. So of course, some people, we are regularly visiting that, opening that paper, means we know which article, what is the name given, or we give some articles about what's when downloading itself, we can give some name like it is the Watson and Crick paper published in this date. Okay, fine. So that can be done. So that in that way we can find out where it is. But in computer, where you have saved and all, you cannot find out. So this is a very headache for researchers. Okay, so often we download a paper multiple times, and we even after that we don't find the same paper. So we do go to internet and download once again and read it and discard it. It will be lying somewhere in your computer, but it will be there with you, but you cannot find it. So that is the difficulty. So suppose you are writing a paper and you are in a good mood to write a paper. So you need that article, all the article related to what your topic you're writing. So you need to search one by one where I have saved which paper, which folder I have saved, all those things. Okay, so that will be very difficult, and now you lose a lot of time in searching itself. After searching only you can write. So that will be a tedious task for you. So when this is usually a problem for many researchers as well. Okay, so finding logging the articles. Okay, if you download an article, you read the article, and you need to you saved somewhere and you are not finding it again. And sometimes you move around different places, and suppose you are not carrying your laptop. Okay, then what happens? Okay, you cannot access the, say, papers which you have downloaded. Suppose you forgot, you go to important conference there, you forgot to take the pen drive, so which had important papers about your research. So where you will find it again, because full articles are not free. All the full articles are not free. They are some are paid. So suppose it is you downloaded from a university website, or somebody gifted to you, okay, send it to you, or the author lend the paper to you to read. In that case, you will not find that same paper anywhere else. Even if you search search the internet again, so that will be difficult for you. So that is one. This is the second most problem author faces, and it is not like that without this you cannot write a paper. Okay, the people who used to write lots of people till now have been writing a paper without this software and without even though this problem exists. But my point of conveying is it is lot of headache. It is a tedious work which is costing you unnecessary time. So that's why I am addressing it as a problem. Of course it is also a part of research, but I am addressing it as a problem because we have solution now. Okay, so this created problem, and often new researchers and all so will feel very tedious, and they feel exhausted reviewing literature, managing them. It is very difficult for new researchers. For millennials will be very difficult because they are new generation, they are computer generation, so they depend on software. So if you tell them to do manually all these things, cataloging, logging, storing your PDF file into correct format, correct folder, giving correct name, and all, it will be very difficult for them. So all the researchers tried to get some help. So somebody discovered, somebody came up with this amazing apps. Okay, somebody finally gave the solutions. Like there are softwares, they made some software, so they coded some software which can help you with this. Okay, these major two, there are many features of these softwares which can do many things, but major two problem it solves for the researcher is these two problems. Okay, one is to cite the literature, and the one is to manage the PDFs. Okay, manage the articles. Okay, so after that, research life is little bit better for at least young researchers. Okay, so after its initial, some of them came up with these softwares. There are number of many software like this which can help researcher to write a paper very easily. So in the top software, there's, you see cataloged here, there are some are free open access software, some are you need to pay them to, you need to pay for the use of those software. So the top softwares are also have marked here, like it is first one is EndNote, which is a paid version. It is very good software. And the second marked here is Mendeley. It is free, as well as it has I think it is completely free, and it has a large storage capacity compared to other free softwares. And there is of course ReadCube by the Acrobat team, and there's reference work, and there is Zotero. These are the most popular software which are marked here, so which will help to solve all these problems. So let us go into the demo session. This is just an introduction. I wanted to present what is the problem first, to see the solution, how we can solve, how the software makes the problem easier. Okay, so I will go to my desktop. One second. Yeah. Yeah. Are you able to see this Word file here? Hello, sir.
Yeah, Vinod sir, we can see.
Oh, yeah, thank you. So I have given you an example of a paper here, so which is already been published. Okay, this is a paper, like it is having abstract, title abstract. This is how you submit a paper. Suppose, if you see the reference here, I will make it quick for you. Reference part. So it is 1, 2, 3 numerical format. The reference is in the numerical format. So you see, go down. So in the bibliography or reference section, you find it as in the numerical format. So 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So suppose you need to change manually means you need to type in so you need to change this for the each reference. Suppose one comma, and suppose you are putting and between this author. You need to change it for all the reference. Okay, it is very difficult for change to, so multiple references are there. This paper has 38. So for changing each paper, you maybe entire 38 reference, it may take you 10 to half an hour maybe to each point dot. If you need to see it is correct or not, it may take you 22 half an hour easily. So let us do this. I am using a EndNote software now. It is paid version, just to show you demo how it works. Okay, suppose this is according to journal called Microbial Pathogenesis. Okay, so I will change. So I am not interested in publishing in that journal. I want to put it in somewhere, something else, so some other journal. So in that case, I need to change the format of the reference. So I need to change manually means I told you it may take, I need to read the journal guideline and go through the guideline each step by step, and then change the reference in my paper. So this is citation as well as the reference section. So if I have the option of the software, so if you see here in EndNote I have, so I want to convert it to some other journal. Okay, you see here it is according to Microbial Pathogenesis. So I think yeah, it is in the Microbial Pathogenesis format. Okay, so I need to change the journal. Don't want to publish in this journal. I want to publish it in suppose, yeah, this journal. So it is called Tropical Animal Health Protection. So what happens? So just a single click, it changes. Okay, of course there is a problem because this need to be corrected. Okay, so you see most of the this thing is, it has changed from the number format to the author name format. Okay, what happens? It has changed here. What about the down? What about the reference section? Reference section also, you see, it has changed. Okay, this is happening because in my relate citation, it is because it is old paper. I don't have the correct file for this. So that's why, just to show you demo, I am showing EndNote. We are not dealing EndNote today. We are dealing with Mendeley. So EndNote does like this. So EndNote will, yeah, EndNote will change your reference. Suppose we don't want to publish in that journal, so which is in this format. So I want to publish it in some other journal. So let us say this transboundary emerging diseases. So it has changed. So reference section has changed, and even inside the style has been changed. So it has become italics now. So see how easy the job is. So this is the demo of the EndNote I have shown. So I will not dealing. I will be further not dealing with the EndNote. I will just close this. I will show. We'll start with the Mendeley. So we'll start from the how to download the Mendeley software. Okay, so before going to that, I will need to show how Mendeley looks. Okay, I'm sharing the Mendeley software. Mendeley software looks something like this. Ma'am, are you able to see this?
Yeah, Vinod sir.
Okay, thank you. So Mendeley software looks like this. You see a PDF, a list of articles here. It has, I think it has 6,000 articles list here in my this software. Okay, so also there are number of folder. It has an option for saving. It has option for saving your publication as well. Okay, so there are number of folders here. Each folder may represent each paper you are writing, or different work you are designing, or different category you are putting. It is like a folder what you save it in your desktop. So you can put those article here. So difference I will tell you. So Mendeley looks like this. So you need to download the article, download the software from the internet. So you need to go to the you need to go to the web page. Yeah, you need to go to the Mendeley web page. Okay, you can sign in there. It is create create an account. It is like any other email sign in. So you need to go and sign in with your details. Okay, that is not that is compulsory for the Mendeley operation. So you need to go and first create a sign in the Mendeley website. This is a website, not a software, and you can download the Mendeley desktop from the website. You can come here and download this version. Okay, it will work anything about Windows 7, so it is compatible with all Windows above version, and Mac version also it is compatible with. Okay, so here you need to install the software. It will install first. Okay, it will look like this. Install after installing. Wait just a second. It will look. It will look like this. It will ask for the sign in, which you have already created a account. You have to create an account in the web page. So what I've earlier told, like you need to create an account there. Without that, it won't work. So it will ask something like this. You need to enter your login details. Suppose I also created a new account, so I will show you how it looks. So I created with a new email ID, not the earlier one. So after that, it goes in. It opens into. Yeah, it opens into something like this. So it will give you a tutorial if you are a new user. Okay, it has also citation plugin for Microsoft Word. Okay, so don't worry about this. You can close it, and it will step by step. It will show you or guide you when you are a new user. It will guide you what is what in this software. So this says add and create. It says you can import references from manually or from the web page. Okay, so this is synchronization. Okay, folders. This talks about the folders. This is help button. Okay, so it looks something like this. This is the new new email ID I've created and open the software as per a new user. You see nothing is there here. Okay, so I'll show you demo how it works. Okay, suppose you have downloaded a few articles before. So yeah, so this is some of the paper related to your work you have here. Okay, so you see the this screen, some of the related article to your topic you have downloaded here. Okay, so you don't know what is there inside. If you want to look at what is there inside, you need to open and open the article and see whose paper it is and what it is about. Okay, so how to log this in the software? So there is a very simple process. Okay, just drag this into your software. So what I'm going to do is just drag it into your software. Okay, so I will show you the screen. Nothing I did, just dragged it. Okay, you see just by dragging it has acquired all this information. Okay, without even opening it. Okay, just by dragging it. I have just dragged it in the dragged the PDF file into the Mendeley software. So it is automatically read what title it is, what author it is, what journal and all. Okay, so this is one way to log your article. Okay, suppose just one I have dragged. Okay, you can do multiple files as well. Okay, so go back here. So you select all this. First one we already did. So select all this, then drag it into your see, without doing anything. I did not do anything. I did not add. I did not see who was the author. I did not add manually anything. So I did not write the title. I did not type the title. Nothing. Just by dragging the PDF file. Just that files are just downloaded files. Okay, just downloaded from the internet. Okay, just by dragging the file, it takes up all the information and store it into your software. So isn't that easy? Isn't that amazing? Yeah, this solves our previous second problem, right? So there I was telling you about managing where you have saved, what title it is, where this file is. Okay, all those things. So the software knows where the file is and what is the content of the file, even inside. Okay, so it can open. You can directly open the paper article inside the software. We need not open it in the PDF or PDF software or a PDF Acrobat software. Nothing like that. It can open in the software itself, in the Mendeley software itself. So see, okay, I have opened this paper here. It has some amazing features. So you see the title. We can make notes about it. We can important notes. We can take the, suppose you are reading this paper and you found some interesting observation. You can type those observation here. Okay, and it will be stored. Okay, and one amazing thing is you need not save. So if you are worrying, you are forgetting to forgetting means you are not remembering to save. That's okay. Okay, it automatically saves every time you close the software. It automatically saves everything. So it has the amazing features. Even you can highlight this a paper where important points. You can comment. You can copy the text from here. You can comment something you're important, you're feeling. You can comment this is important. So you can do multitasking for this, multiple tasks in this software. Okay, so just everything will be stored. Okay, next time if you want to read this paper, you will see all these points here. Okay, yeah, that is the thing. So next is yeah, same software. So this is one way how I think you understood how to get the files inside the Manley software. Okay, so if you when your files are there with you, means you have already downloaded the files and stored with you earlier, then you can just drag those PDF into the Manley software. So yeah, you have seen that magically all the details about the paper appears in the Manley software. It automatically does this, it reads the PDF and it automatically updates the author, year, everything, whatever needed for your publication. Sometimes it may miss one or two things, okay, by dragging and putting, maybe PDF, maybe in not correct format. Sometimes one or two things it may miss. Okay, suppose in this case, it has not covered the page number, you see it here. So that doesn't matter. Okay, it does most of your work. Okay, so just that if you want to fill it, you can of course see, because page number is not given in correct format, that's why it is. So this paper, so there is no page number. It has 4 pages, but there is no page number as per the journal format. So it has the article ID. So article ID needs to be added there. So you can copy this article ID and put it there. So now we have complete citation material for the citing this article. Okay, so this is about the logging your downloaded work. Suppose there is other many features, like you can directly upload the article from the web page itself. So let us see that. Okay, so I'm sharing the web page now. Yeah, coming to the web page. So yeah, we were searching article. We discussed last time how to search an article and all. So hope you remember. Okay, let us try direct upload into the Manley software. Okay, so let us search the article. Suppose I'm searching article called, okay, skin micro flora. Hope you remember all these things. How to search literature. Okay, so close the bracket, and I want to see if it is something related to diet, skin microflora, and something related to diet. Okay, let us search the article. Yeah, we have got articles which are related to our search. Okay, so how to get this article directly from here to the Manley. Okay, suppose you are interested in this paper, reading and cataloging into your Manley software. So no need to download separately and put it into Manley. No, you can directly do that. Okay, how you can do that is by clicking this small button. Okay, it is web access. Okay, how to get this I will tell you. Okay, just you can type in the Google Mandeley Web Access. You click that, install that into your web portal. It will come and show the symbol like this. If you click the symbol, I think you are able to see that all the references list, all the papers lists we have searched here has come here. Okay, into the Mandeley Web Importer. Okay, so it is telling that these paper have PDF as well. So here it shows that tick marks represent that it add PDF if available. Okay, if there is a PDF freely available for these paper, please add those PDF into my Mandeley software. Okay, so it says like that. Okay, so okay, I want my all the if the PDF is available for these references, these articles, I want that into my Mandeley software. Let us see how it works. Okay, so I'm selecting all the papers. If you want to select individual paper, you can select it, which you are interested or you find it relating to your topic. Okay, so or all the papers, because you're searching all the papers. There are 76 articles in this list, so all the paper has been marked. Okay, then you can add it to the Mandeley. Okay, just by clicking the Mandeley, add Mandeley. Okay, yeah, it is uploading PDF as well, because it is downloading the PDF as well together. So it is showing that it is okay. It has showing it is failed. Okay, maybe some problem in PDF, that's why it is failed. I'm still adding. Let us add it. Okay, let it add. Okay, so meanwhile I will tell you about the software web page mode. Okay, so I told you about creating an account. Okay, if you have created an account, you can download the software, and there you can log in and use the desktop. Desktop actually it is standalone, means it doesn't require unless you want to sync to your information to the web page. Okay, so it doesn't require internet. You can offline also you can work the desktop which I have shown earlier. So let us see the features of the Mandeley web page, what it has. Okay, so I'll be signing in. Yeah, it have signed in. You see, it looks like this. Okay, it is also similar to your desktop software. Okay, it has a library, means whatever you have saved in the desktop software, it will come here also. Okay, see these papers which we have, which you have dragged first, those paper drag, as well as the paper which you have added here. So it is, I think it is done. Okay, all the papers have been added into Mandeley. Let us look at it. So all these paper have come here. So you see, it is showing you the web page. Okay, not the desktop software. That also I will show you. Okay, it has come to the web library. Okay, so it is in the library. It is list of all the article which you have just searched and imported into Mandeley has come here. Okay, along with the papers. Okay, along with the paper that has not come here. Okay, which we have added manually. Okay, that was PDF which we dragged inside. It has not come here. So why it has not come here? Why it has not here? We will see that. Okay, so let us see why it does not come here. So I'm sharing the software next, software in the desktop. Okay. Yeah, this is software in the desktop. So you see this paper has there, but our list of search did not come here. This PDF was not in the list which we have checked just now in the web page, and that list which we have downloaded from the web the PubMed site has not come here because we have not synced our desktop software with the web page. So how to sync? So you see a button called sync here. Okay, at the top of the Mendeley toolbox, Mendeley software, you can find a button called sync. So if you click that sync, so down it is showing that it is retrieving and storing the software. Okay, so you see all the papers which we have searched in the web page, which is PubMed, and imported into the Mendeley software has come here. So what about the PDF which we were talking about downloading as well? So those PDF also come here. So I don't see the symbol here, but it is showing like download. Okay, let me download. See, the PDF has come here. So I was searching about the skin microflora and the diet. Okay, so that is related to that topic has come here. So all these articles which we have imported from the web page had come here. So you see that we can directly import from the web page as well. So if you are searching some articles, searching a related to your topic, just we can import that entire list or targeted papers into your Mendeley software. Okay, that is very easy. So you need not think about which paper which. Okay, so one more feature I will show. Let us see the web page as well, whether it has that PDF which we have synced earlier. Suppose this is called human leptospirosis, a review. Okay, it has come to the web page as well. Okay, it is still syncing. It is 99%. Let us see the web page whether it has come there or not. Okay, I am opening the web page now. So I am opened the web page. So where is the article? So see, I have just there I have read those articles, opened the PDF and showed you the article. It is showing that recently read. Okay, so web page you can open and see your activity as well. Okay, and you can read the paper here as well. Okay, there is no restriction like you can read it in the desktop version only. But you can, but even though this is web page, you can read the article, full article here also. Okay, so the article will open the PDF format here. So it is very convenient for us. Okay. So if you are not at home, if you are not at desktop, you don't have your laptop with you, you can open it anywhere. Okay. And if you are into some conference, some other city, you need just a computer. Okay. So there is software, open the web page and you can look at all your articles again, even the PDF, because PDF will not get any everywhere. Okay, some are PDF are paid, some are donated by others. So those PDF you can look at, and it is private as well. Like your email, it is private, very private, so that you can. It is restricted to your account only. So other people cannot read your what you have stored, what your PDF is. So it is very protected. So don't worry about somebody, it is in online, so somebody else can read. No, the list and all those articles are private for your folder. You can make it open group also, which public can view. Okay, so you can see here a public group and private group. Suppose you have few researchers 4 researchers working for a paper. So 4 researchers can make a private group and share those, suppose a new folder you create and put it in that folder. So those article, all the 4 people can look at and you use those 4 article, comment on it and make use of those 4 article make use of the group or article list for writing a paper. Okay, you can go, excuse me, you can create a multiple group as well. Okay, and private group as well as open group also. So if you few articles you want to share to all the public, so you can share the article to public as well. So that is this software having the feature for that also. Okay. So let us proceed. This you know how to now I've told you how to put the PDF into the reference manager, how to manage this. Okay, let me go back to the reference software. Okay, so it has, whether it is only storing the list name list and the citable elements here. No, you can, suppose you want to search a term in your stored library, in your stored PDF library. Suppose you want to find the article related to you have downloaded the article, all the articles you have cataloged it, but you want to search a particular terminology in a particular terminology, target terminology, and you want to search which all article has been that terminology has been featured in which all article. Okay, so let me search. Suppose we downloaded article about diet, right? Let me search. Yeah, something. Yeah, microfluoride. So yeah. You see, it not only search the title. It not only search the title, but as well as inside the paper as well. See, abstract also. If the terminology is appearing in the abstract also, it will search. You see, all highlighted. Okay, so it is like a Google search for your computer. Okay, you need not think about where this line in which paper I read this line, or which paper described this. Okay, which paper has been suppose some terminology you remember. Suppose some phrase you remember about the paper is enough, or even some author name you hear. Okay, this author said that. I don't know where I can find this article. So you just type the author name or the terminology into the search box. It will search entire library. It means entire whatever you have stored in this. So it will go and search everything and show you wherever it is, the terminology, wherever it is. Suppose inside the paper also it will read, not only the title. When you store the PDF manually in the folder in your computer, you may just put few things in the file name. So it will be difficult to you to search again what is inside that paper. So this search is very advanced. So it will search what is inside the paper as well. So it will be very useful to immediately find out what is your paper of interest. Okay, you just remember something and you want to search it where it is, just put the name. So it will be very useful for faculties as well, because they can upload their ebooks into this software. And if you want to search some terminologies about, suppose you are taking tomorrow class and you want to just brush up what is the notes about it. So just put the terminology, it will search entire ebook and tell you and take you to the place that where the terminology it is, so that it will be very easy to find. Otherwise you need to open the PDF, then search one by one, or you have a collection of ebooks and you upload it into the Mendeley software and just type the terminology. You will get which all ebooks talks about this terminology, and there it will be very easy for you to access the materials. So any PDF it will work. Okay, even Word it will work, but Word you cannot open it in the here. Okay, it will open into separate Word file. Okay, so that is the about the cataloging feature. I think time is going. So let me move into the referencing software. How you can use it for referencing. I think most of it covered. If you, and one more thing, suppose you are right, different folder, you can create it. You can go here and create folder. Okay, you can create folder about, today I searched about microflora. So I am making a folder about microflora. So all the related, these all articles are related to, suppose we have downloaded from the internet, and all this talks about microflora, so microbiome, skin bacteria. So I will put it into this folder. Okay, doesn't come. Yeah, just drag it into the this folder. Yeah, see, it has come all the. So you want to create new folder XYZ, and you want to store the articles of different other topic into this folder. So it will be very useful for all the folders will be here, and together also all the documents features all the papers, and folders features particular thing which you have stored here. Okay, so if you want to see all the documents, you can see all the documents. If you want to see categorized version which you have categorized, that also you can find it. It will be very easy for you to keep a track of your paper. Okay, so I've showed you how to search and all. Let us see how to reference. Okay, EndNote I have shown you how to change the reference. Okay, so let me show you how to reference reference your citation. Okay, so I will go to the Word file. Just give me a second. Yeah, suppose I am writing a paper. Okay, writing a paper, I need to cite the author CF. Okay, so manually, I told you manually how to do. Manually, you open a PDF and copy the title, author, all these things manually. It will take time. Okay, it will take, even setting a reference, it gave hours and hours. So how manually helps in reducing the time, how manually makes our job easy. Okay, let me show you a few examples. Suppose this is the paper I am already written paper. Suppose it is already written paper. Okay, I will need to cite these references. Okay, simply a skin microflora. Okay, I've downloaded articles about skin microflora, and I need to cite who said what. Okay, let me see. Okay, suppose this paper I need to cite here. So let me go to the software and suppose which paper, which person has cited. Suppose some XYZ has told this information. You have acquired the information from that author or that paper, and you need to cite that name of the author in the correct format. Okay, so let us cite this first reference. I want to just give an yellow and bracket so that we can understand that where to put the reference. Okay, so let me put a reference for this. So for this, I will go back to the software again. So for this to do, you need to have the Mendeley plugin in your Word. Okay, how you get the Mendeley plugin in your Word is go to Tools. There you can see MS Word plugin. Okay, if you click this, you need to shut down all the MS Microsoft software first. If it is open, it will not work. So first close all the Microsoft softwares. Then you can click this MS Word plugin. So it will plug in into your Microsoft Word. Okay. So after that, you can open the Word software again. So you can find it. You will find when you go to reference here. When you go to reference, you can see Mendeley, because you have installed the Mendeley software into your Word. Okay. So you can see the feature here called insert citation. Okay, it means you need to you're putting a reference into the wherever you want. Okay, suppose I have put my cursor here, I want to put a citation for this information here. So I will go to insert citation. It is asking what is the author name and title. Okay. So if you don't know the by heart author name title, okay. I think it is showing. Wait once again. Yeah, if you go back. Yeah, if you click this, it will open a window, okay, a Mendeley window, and you need to click OK. If you OK, you click. Okay, you click and go to Mendeley. It will ask go to Mendeley. Okay, so you have to click go to Mendeley. It will take you to the Mendeley software. And share the screen. Yeah, it will. No. Ma'am, are you able to see it? Word file?
Yes, Dr. Vinod.
Just, sir, please stay. I will ask you whether you are able to see it. Suppose I am clicking this insert. Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Okay. Now?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So you see, I'll go back again. So I put the cursor here and insert citation and go to Mendeley. It will take me to the Mendeley software. Okay. Suppose I want to cite the author. Okay. Suppose this author has said that information. Okay. So his name is Eugene. Okay. He has said the information. It is better. Okay. Yeah. This author has said the information. So I will click the this author and go to here cite. Okay, you are able to see this cite comma. Okay, if you click the cite, it will put the citation there. Okay, so it is very easy. Okay, so this even we can type what is the features of the software. I'll tell you later. Okay, I'll tell you just a few minutes afterwards. Okay, we have put this. Suppose next is this next line. Okay, suppose who has cited this. We go to insert this, go to Mendeley, and this person has cited that said that word. So you need to cite this person. So go to cite, again click, it will come. Okay, next let us do it for all. So go to insert, go to this software. Yeah, this person has said. I'm randomly doing. You may be particular about the particular author. Okay, so go here and do it. So this is one way of doing it. Another way is if you remember the name. Okay, suppose this is BYUN, Buen. Okay, Buen. Okay, so you remember the name Buen has said this. Okay, in that case, what happens is just click BUYN. What is it? I'll go back and see. I forgot. Don't worry, that is end note. Okay, this is BYUN. Sorry, BYUN. So I'll go here, insert citation, BYUN. Yeah. So I have seen this paper we are talking about. So I know the author name. So directly from here I can add to the OK. So it will come. His name is Buen Lee. So it is coming as Buen Lee 2019. So it is very easy. See. So next one more I will do is just by name. Suppose we have to know the name first. So Marian, it is Marian, M-A-R-I-A-N. So let us see this. M-A-R-I. Yeah, Marian, this author. Okay. So, okay. So you got the Her name is Marianne Khaled. So last name will come. Okay, don't worry about it. So first name is Marianne, second name is Khalil. So Khalil only will come here. So this is, let us ignore this. Okay. Or let us take completely, no problem. Go to here, go to Mendeley, like first technique. Click this and cite this. So all has come. So it is easy, by single click it has come. What about the reference list? Okay, so let us see about what is the reference list. Okay, reference list. So how to get the reference list of different journal format? That also can be done with the magic of single click. Go here, you see a button called Insert by Bibliography. So if you click that, all your references should come here. So let us see it has come or not. Otherwise, if you are doing manually, one by one, you need to copy from the PDF file, copy the title, author name, everything, and dot, and everything you need to take care. So just by clicking, all the information has come here. Okay. So see, the work is so much easy. You need to concentrate only about writing a concept of writing a paper. Okay, you need not worry about the referencing the paper, okay, or formatting the paper, nothing. So it all be done in a single click. Okay, suppose I've written a paper in a particular format, so I'm submitting into some other journal, or one journal I've submitted and they have rejected it. Let us put it into some other journal. So usually what happens is people will then we need to change each and every line. Suppose that journal format is different, everything we need to change, put the title before, after, the author name should be first initial, then the second name, all this nonsense will be there. So those will create, that is, will the cost you most of your time and sometimes days of your work. You will be frustrated to change it. So you will not be liking it to immediately putting into some other journal. Suppose this you can do, this software is there, so you can just single click it and change it to a different format and send it to different journal. Of course, if you want to change it in something into the text, something inside the text, that is okay if you want to change there, but the referencing you need not worry. Okay, referencing, everything will be taken care. Suppose this is according to the, you see a box showing it is American physics. Okay, it is according to the American physics journal. Suppose you want to change it to some other journal. Okay, so you want to change it to nature journal. Okay, so see, done. Okay, all your references, name and all gone. It has come into 1, 2, 3 format. Okay, so all your paper has come here in the 1, 2, 3 format. You see, suppose you want to change into some other journal. If you want to see more styles, you go to the reference, this one, and there are many styles available here. Or if you are not available here, get more styles. Okay, just type in some paper, your interested journal name. Suppose microbiology. Suppose I am interested in ANL microbiology. So, okay, that also I can install it. Install and done. Okay, it will then go to the more style. Where is that? Annals of microbiology. So use this style. Done. Don't worry about this. Actually, you cannot work with 2 software in a single word because it will cause problem. So for you showing your demo, I have used 2 software. Don't worry, use single. Either if you have paid version of EndNote, you can use that, or if you want to use Mendeley only, then you can use Mendeley only. So Mendeley only, it will not create any problem. So this is just due to both the software. You see here, I have EndNote as well as Mendeley here, so that's why it is creating a problem. Otherwise, if you have only Mendeley here, it will not create any problem. It will work smoothly. So now it is according to Annals of microbiology. Even if your target interest journal is not here, don't worry. the journal interest reference style will match to at least some of the list here. Okay, maybe not exact name will not match, journal name will not match, but journal style of course match with some of the listed journal. You need to test whether suppose it is like this or like this. Okay, you need to check the journal guidelines, like whether they can accept like this or not. So you can find it easily. So it is easy to change. So there is one more concept called site value writer. Okay, so I'll show you demo this. This is after your written paper you can add. So after your written paper you may not remember which paper what, and suppose you are writing this sentence, you can call. So I have taken this sentence from the, suppose you go there and suppose this paper, your notes you put like have this sentence I have taken from here, this article, like that. It is fine. If you remember the article name, it is fine. Sometimes you don't remember which paper I have taken what. It is very difficult to write after writing citing work is very difficult. Maybe you need to remember exactly which paper told what. Then only we can blank references we can put. So if in that case, you while writing itself, you can add the citation. It is called something site value writer. Okay. So I'll demo you. Okay. Copy. No, don't. No. So I'll remove all these things. Suppose you are writing this paper. Suppose I'm writing this paper, skin microflora. Prioritize 10. Suppose you are writing a paper like this. Then because by reading each paper you are writing. So immediately you can add the citation. Go there. And this paper you are currently reading, just add this current citation here. Okay, it has added. Okay, next sentence you are writing. Suppose this sentence you wrote, and add the citation again. Next citation here. So it is very easy. Then and there work is done. So you need not come back and fill the citation and remember whether you read the concept in that paper or different paper. It will be very difficult. So it is better to write site value writing itself. Suppose then reference part. This has feature wherever you say to put the reference, it will put. Okay. So it has done. Then you further go on. Suppose I'm copy pasting again. So you need to write. You will be writing a paper, sentence, next sentence again. Then you will be next adding some other citation. So this citation, suppose. So it will be keep on adding the reference here. So this is amazing features of the Mendeley software. I think if you utilize, and it will take little bit time to adjust. Not like everybody will get it in first time. So mostly people will find it very useful for if you are not writing paper also, they can use it as a PDF manager. As I told you, like put all your PDF ebooks and everything into this software. Okay, and it will be easy to search it and easy to make notes, easy to highlight things. Okay, so and of course if you are writing a paper, citation while writing a citation will be very useful. And you need not do anything, just all the journals, most of the journals are expecting in this format. They will accept this article in this format itself. Okay, so and if you send this paper to some of your friends, if they are having a Mendeley software, they can also add the reference. If they are correcting it and add the delete or add reference, they can also do because they are having the software. Okay, so it is user friendly. Okay, so So if you're, yeah, like this. So if you're just somewhere else and if you want to, and even desktop, okay. So desktop also works like remote only. If you're not in the town, you're not carrying your laptop, you just download the software into any computer, okay, and go to files, you sign in, you will get all your files. Suppose I'm doing, this is how, till now we were seeing the new file, new account which I created. Let me see my old account exists or not. Suppose I'm not there in my home or not there in my office, somewhere else I am. So I have downloaded this into my friend's laptop. Okay. So my friend also using Manley. Suppose in that case, or a computer which you are accessing in some other place. So there you are accessing this desktop version. So see this, I got all my old papers. So it is very easy. Wherever I go, I can get this article back. And we have they have one more feature also. It is also there in the phone as well. So all your list of papers, everything PDF uh, can be read and seen. Make notes. If you want to make notes, you can make notes in the phone also. Okay, the Manley software app is also available in the for both Android and both Apple, for Apple users also. So they have, you can, all those folders which all the article which you have downloaded and kept in your Manley desktop can be seen in your phone as well. Okay. Only thing is you need to, every day you need to sync the account. Automatically when you open the software, it will automatically sync. Also, when you make sure that when you're closing the software or done with the work of that day, you just click the sync. So it will sync with the web page, all your article, whatever you've done, updated, whatever you were read or marked, anything, or new papers you have included in your list, everything will be updated in the web system. So anywhere you want, you can open in your mobile tab, anything. So it will be very convenient. So these are the two important features which I wanted to discuss about the Manley software. Okay, I think I will conclude the event, my presentation. So we'll move for the questions. Anything related to this, and there are tons of software, tons of video from the Manley website as well as YouTube. You can each how to download, how to install, how to add references, everything you can see. And if you are well versed, means you are okay with the software, you are working well, and you can teach this application to others as well by formally registering your name into the Manley Advisor group. Okay, they will assist you to organize conferences, all these things. So they will help you to organize all these things. You can be also you can also become a Manley advisor like me. So to help others. So it will be easy for others to know this about this software. Like it makes so much easy. No, you saw how much difficult it is easy to write a paper, then reference it, and each thing you need to take care. But this software makes it very easy. So yeah, that's it. I will conclude it so that we can begin this question answer session. Sir Rajan sir, you can.
Yeah. Yeah, Vinod, that was a fabulous presentation. I hope everyone should have enjoyed it because this was much practical oriented kind of a demo. Though it was a demo, it was mostly practical oriented. It was really fabulous, that I should say, which will benefit and save a lot of time for many of the people who have attended this. They will really benefit out of it, I guess. And at the same time, it would have been, I felt that it would have been good that if the session could go on and on and on, so that we learn more about it. It would seem to be more encouraging, at the same time more insightful. It was really very insightful, and we learned, certainly learned that how complex things can be made simple, because it is usually this part of a paper that which makes many of the researchers reluctant to active people, academically active people, to write a research paper, be it a review research or an original research article. They become reluctant to write a paper only to do all these kind of work. But you have really done an excellent job to giving all the primary but the necessary insights of how to make the complex things look simple. Well, going into the Q&A session, there was a question from Catherine Sylvia. She wants to ask you, like, what is the difference between a paid software and a free software of Mendeley?
Actually, there is no, actually, it has huge amount of storage capacity. Okay, so there is nobody uses the paid software except if it is a library or if it is a university, they use the paid software because they need a large storage space actually. So for a researcher like me and any other people, I've told you, we have stored more than 6,000 papers here. Okay, so there is no need of paying software, because it is just after, I think it has some storage capacity. After exceeding, you need to pay, like Gmail. Nowadays we are seeing like after 15 GB they are asking money to increase the storage capacity software. So for any researcher, well, this is well and good. We need not pay. So it is, they can use to open. So there is nothing of like pay and take. This is just a software usage or usage level. Like if you want to put more articles or your storage level is more, then you can. They will ask you. There is a restriction of storage. So if you want to exceed beyond that, they will ask you money. Otherwise, if you want to restrict your work within that limited storage capacity, because it is storing the PDF and all. No? So they. Any further questions?
They have made one question. Okay. Just each article, whether we have to keep separate file or.
Okay.
Because some authors are asking.
My sir is asking one question.
Yeah, that's the same thing what I wanted to ask. He has already posted the question here. Whether Dr. Balamurugan Vinayakmurthy wants to ask, for each research article, how will you keep the specific references pertaining to each article for the publication?
It is very easy. As I told you, this software you can save it. If you go to the all documents, so all the papers will be there. Whatever in your software, it will show you. If you want writing a particular paper and only specific articles to be kept, suppose a article contains 34 paper reference, so that only you want to put it in a folder means, want to keep it aside means, you can create a folder here in the software and name the folder and just drag those article or put those PDFs, drag those PDFs, 34 or 35 PDFs into this folder. So folder will show you only those articles related to that particular publication. So so there will be no confusion. So this paper I am writing, this is having 36 paper, or while writing I am adding the paper into this folder only, so that all the papers are related to this folder, this paper. So this folder will contain all the only paper related to this folder. So it is easy to catalog that, so paper wise also. So that is very easy.
Link we have to do. The paper link.
Okay, and it is
Normal, converting to normal MS.
okay. So so sir is asking whether link after the Word file. So whether we need to convert the paper into the new Word normal without link. Means suppose you see these references are with the link with this reference. Okay, if I remove this reference, it will the below reference also will go. So how to avoid this? So for that we need to save the article, okay, without the Mendeley, okay, without the Mendeley. So that if you saved like that, so it will no longer stay in the Mendeley format. So no longer it will be linked. So there you can edit anyway. So there it will not automatically change. Okay. So it will you keep it. You can present it or keep it as a Word file only. So it will not having any link with the Mendeley. But so when you are writing a paper or something like that, so it will be always linked. So that you can remove. If you remove suppose in this case I will remove this. So it will also remove the reference part also. So that is the advantage of this. So this is some journal accept with the reference with the link, and some journal doesn't accept with the link. So according to that, you can save your article whether with the link or without the link. So there is no issue with it. I think that was the question. Thank you.
Any more of questions?
And okay, if questions are not there, I will add one more point. See, even though if you use the software, okay, it is not perfect. Okay, remember this. Okay, people, I have seen my students and all my previous experience. They use the software and the reference section and the citation section has so many mistakes. Okay, then they will say like, no sir, I have used the software. No, I have used correctly only, means I have used the software. Okay, just they will say I have used the software. What is the problem? So they say like, but that is not the correct way to. If you are ultimately not giving to the software training, you are giving to it is for the scientific publication. So you need to be perfect. Okay, there will be some mistakes in the reference section. You need to correct it. Suppose you don't find, as earlier told, that you don't find the page number. You need to put the page number in the if you don't find any page number here, so you need to add the page number and everything correctly. Suppose the title doesn't say, title has some other words, title is not proper, title is not for correct format, so that also will affect your reference. So all those needs to be minute detail needs to be corrected in the software itself. Okay, it doesn't mean like it is 100% perfect and it will give you the finished product. No. So you need to correct it as well. So if you are downloading from the internet, suppose internet, it is not in correct format. So you need to see and make it correct. You need to, before submitting, before reviewing, you need to correct your software. So correct, not software, your references. So you see, suppose here something is missing, means you go back to the software and rectify that and update it. So it will automatically update here also. So that is why link is important. So it will automatically update. So if you change something in the software, it will automatically change here also. Suppose the author name is wrong and something you are putting, you cannot blame it on the software. Okay, you have to be careful. You are setting the correct person. So that is very important. So that usually happens, like we have used the software, it is not perfect, means it is not the correct answer. So you need to see the, mostly it will be, it has some hiccups, software will have, it will, as it is reading the PDF, as it is reading the internet material, it automatically takes up. So when it is automatically taking up, it may make some mistake in the, so there may be mistake in some code or something. So it will also, the mistake will also be represented in your paper also. So in that case, you need to rectify that. So smaller mistake, minor error will be there. That need to be rectified and then submitted. Not like as such you are submitted and say this is done by the software. No, then the paper will be rejected. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Vinod. It was very insightful. And at the same time, I take this opportunity to express my gratitude to your mentor and the supervisor, Dr. Balmurugan Vinayamurthy, as well, to give you the free hand, give your, take time off from your usual busy schedules and spare some time for us. And it is always my wish that not only as alumnus of Indian Academy Degree College Autonomous, even in the future, I wish that I want you to remain associated with us for our future endeavors, similar future endeavors as well. Before we close, may I now invite Dr. Maheshwari to propose the vote of thanks.
Gratitude makes sense of our past, bring peace for today, and create vision for tomorrow. Good afternoon, everyone. It is a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks at this moment to appreciate your presence and participation in our webinar titled Indication, a webinar series on research organized by Department of Microbiology and Research Committee, Indian Academy Degree College, Autonomous, Bangalore. At the outset, I express our hearty thanks to Dr. Vinod Kumar, resource person of our webinar. We are grateful for the time and effort you have taken to share your academic and research knowledge on application of citation managers in day-to-day research and demo on Mendeley software. A big thank to you for gracing the webinar and sharing with us your intellectual treasure, innovative ideas, findings and opinions with us on research. Thank you, Dr. Vinod. Our heartfelt thanks to the COO, Dr. Srinidhi K. Parthasarathy, who always motivates us and guides us to adapt new and innovative ideas. Thank you, sir. On this occasion, it is my duty to appreciate our mentor and leader, our beloved principal, Dr. Jerome Xavier. I express my gratitude to our principal for his vision and commitment to excellence and its execution. Sir, you have a set of high benchmark for us and have given us a lot of encouragement in every program we undertake. Thank you, sir. Together we can do great things. On this point, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all dear participants who are with us for 2 sessions. Thanking you for your cooperation and involvement in this learning process. Thank you all, my dear participant. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation to Professor Rajarajan, Head, Department of Microbiology, and Dr. Sibi, Coordinator of Research Committee, for their thoughtfulness in conducting such fruitful session. I take this opportunity to thank you for your initiative towards learning exercise for all the people who are in the field of research. Thank you, sirs. I also wish to express my gratitude to Mr. Chandan, IT Manager of Indian Academy Degree College, for providing effective technical support. We are grateful for your support. Thank you, sir. Event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheel started rolling weeks ago. It requires planning and a bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate of very motivated and dedicated faculty members who have given their best. I would like to take a moment of acknowledge the immense contribution of our dedicated faculty members. Thank you, my dear colleagues. Finally, Thank you all for making this webinar huge success. Thank you, Ananda.
Thank you, Dr. Mahesh.